YouTube. Luke, QC3D here again. Hey, got some updates, man. There's my first Prusa Mini. It moved into the cabinet here today, and in its previous spot was this Ender 3, which we will be fixing. There's something going on. This is my latest one I have purchased, so not too old. Have a leak on the hot end. It's dripping ooey gooey plastic all over my prints. It prints beautifully, other than this yucky dripping brown stuff. So gotta dig into that, but I did want to move this in to the cabinet because today we received my second Prusa Mini. So that's gonna be what this video is here. Unboxing this, setting it up. I'm going to try it without the instructions this time. Also, I already opened it up here, but I got a couple spare parts. Since I have two of these printers now, you know, getting things shipped from out of the country takes a little while, so I ordered some spare parts. I'll show you what I got here. You know, if I get another crazy sales month or something and the printers are busy and something goes down, I don't want to wait for shipment on this stuff. I know there is some things on Amazon which can come quick, but these items I got some extra belts, some of the Y belts on that, so I got 3 of those. I got one of each of the fans, so one of them's hot end cooling, one of them's your print cooling. I got a extruder gear here. They can get clogged up and nasty over time, and I got myself a Bowden tube with the connectors on it because, yeah, you never know. So that's what I got. Very inexpensive from their site. Just order them to have them. Very inexpensive to get that stuff. So hey, let's get started unboxing and working on the Prusa Mini Plus. All right, box is open. What comes in here? You get a little thumb drive, USB thumb drive, which are nice. And the Prusa Mini, if you're thinking about that, it uses these over the little micro SD cards. It's a cool little one, and I stuck with it. I have some others that I grabbed just to have, you know, some more around, but I like that little one here. This is kind of cool. Saw this in my last box as well, so kind of a little test that has been run on your printer to make sure things are heating up and checking out. So that comes in it. Packing materials, which I love. Put those in my box. I can reuse those when I ship my prints. Awesome. Keep going through. What a great handbook. Color, nice book. And I work for an electronics manufacturer for my day job, and we quit giving out books. And ours weren't even color, but nice handbook. Comes in the box. Oh, these will be gone here in just a few minutes. You gotta love how you send candy. You got your power cord for the U.S. We got some. I think this is some grease here, lubricant, which I gotta see when you gotta do that, how often. You got some isopropyl alcohol wet wipes. Those are nice. I buy those in bulk for my other printers. You got some test filament. So my last time I got some of this glittery black as well, and I got red last time, but this time it looks like I got some either clear. I guess that's what that is. So some Prusa filament to try. It is nice stuff. I just haven't had a need yet to really do that all yet. Get that kind, or order that kind. I've been using others filament. So we got some bearings. This is for the spool holder. So yeah, different way to spool your filament if you're used to the Creality world, where it mounts on the top. You'll build a little spool holder, and it's actually not bad. Let's head back over here quick. I've been using it here on my Creality because I don't like the Creality one. It's actually it's very basic, but it's nice. It works. I also printed off some of these. I think I found this on the Prusa website. I printed a few of those. I ordered skateboard bearings. I mean, I got a bunch of skateboard bearings, like 50 of them for a couple dollars. They are very inexpensive, so I got a bunch of bearings here. So filament spooler, got that. Here's the rest of the pieces for that filament spooler, and I think you can also download this off of Prusa's website. Cool. Here's hardware accessories. So you actually get a really nice little hardened wrench with that. So a hardened wrench, what I mean by that is that it's not going to like gouge and strip out like those silver ones do that come with, the coated ones that come with your Creality printers. So, you know, high-end cheap wrench. So not much hardware here. I did get the pre-assembled Prusa Mini, so there's not much to put together. As you can see, we've got about 4 bolts, a couple foam pads, and then spare parts, which is awesome. I love that. I love having spare parts. I mean, not that I might lose them or need them later, but I often use these bolts for other things. I mean, making brackets and other accessories for my printers. So that's what I have done with my other printers in the past. We've got the PEI sheet. So I got the PEI sheet. You do have options when you order. You can get this PEI sheet. You can get like the textured sheet. I forget what it's called. This is what I got last time, and I love it. And so I haven't seen the need to get something else. I've heard in a Facebook forum here that the other texture sheet's great for using PETG and other plastics that may stick a little harder. I'm primarily using PLA Plus, so this PI sheet is great for me. Moving on, still digging. What do we got? I think I'm down to the printer. Let's pull out this piece of cardboard here. Oh, here we go. There we go. There's the LCD. I gotta figure that out. Last time I was doing this LCD display, I think I used the wrong bolt. It took me forever to put that bolt in. Okay, here we go. Got some foam. Okay, so this is ready to come out. Take the foam out. Alright, one layer of cardboard down, and here's another layer of cardboard. Great packaging. What do we got here? So this looks like the power supply. Our power supply block. Yeah, this big block is separate. You know, no big deal really, but I do love that they mount to the printers with Creality and others. And there it is. So we've got the, you know, the build plate. Pre-wired up, and then you've got your Z-axis, Y-axis stuff, and 2 parts, a couple bolts. I'm going to get this out and put that together, so stay tuned. Alright, just about ready to assemble here. Before I do, this is it for the hardware. It's 4 bolts, very easy. The process pretty much goes, there's these little nuts in here that slide in the channels. There's 1, 2, 3 of them. Those 3 things get a bolt, and then you get 1 bolt into your LCD, into the side of here. That's it. So I'm probably not going to hold my phone I'm recording with here to assemble this, but I did want to start back up just to kind of let you know how the process of ordering this went. It was early December. It was probably December 5th or 3rd, somewhere around there. My sales started picking up for all of my items I sell and make, and I'm like, man, I need another printer. I got on Prusa's website, and it said 3 to 4 weeks to get a pre-assembled kit. I'm like, okay, not bad. It's definitely going to put me after my rush of Christmas rush here. So I procrastinated for a couple days. December 8th, I pulled the trigger. And when I logged in December 8th to order, they said 5 to 6 weeks. I'm like, crap, I better quit screwing around and just order this. I guess a lot of others have placed the Christmas orders. So I ordered it December 8th, 5 to 6 weeks. I figured I'd get it mid-January. I got it today. So I ordered the 8th. It arrived on the 3rd. That's a little under 4 weeks. Pretty good. So they're ahead of target. So it's tough for me. I like the instant gratification of ordering on Amazon and having it within a day or two. This is tough to wait, but totally worth the wait. I can't wait to get this thing together here and try it out. So just want to throw it out there. They shipped much quicker. FedEx, it brings it really quick. So yeah, back to shipping. So the what day would I say that was? So it shipped on the 29th. The 29th. So that was actually 3 weeks out. 3 weeks until it shipped, and it arrived today. It's just 5 days to get across a couple different countries to my door, and it even showed up surprisingly with FedEx. They're notoriously late. They said it was supposed to be here tomorrow. It came today, so very quick. That's the process. I've heard folks say on Facebook, "Hey, Prusa, build your own shipping or warehouse in the States to make shipping quicker." And I kind of heard from them in some of their posts that it's not cost effective. I totally understand. I'm in electronics manufacturing. This process is not bad. The shipping from 5 days from to get that to me on FedEx regular. I'm sure you can expedite that as well. It's quick. I mean, they don't need to have a warehouse in the United States, which would be great, but cost effective, I understand. Hey, let's keep the cost of the printers down and and do it that way. So, hey, I'm gonna put these 4 bolts in here. I'll be back in a second. All right, things are going together. Quick update on what I did here. Not much. Again, 4 screws, a couple cables. What I have done is I put little foam feet on the bottom. So make sure you read the manual where to put those. I had that wrong on my last build on this, and it had a wobble. So I corrected that. I'm probably going to go back to my original machine and correct that as well. Put the foam pads on, 4 of them underneath the bed here, and 1 of them underneath this gantry assembly here. We put in the display cable that kind of comes up. You want to do that before mounting this to the bed here. Also, you're going to bring your the wire for your motor here. Needs to sneak up on in. I've got that popping up right here. I'll plug that in shortly. I think it's one of the last steps here is to kind of connect everything and clean up the connections and put the lid back on. 3 screws, 1 in here, 1 in here, up there, and then 1 on top. I'll get around the back here. 1 right there. So you kind of leave them loose, sliding. You got to line them up with those the nuts inside the channel here. You leave that loose until everything's connected. You slide it back and tighten it up. So that's all I've done so far. What I've got to do yet is I'm going to mount the display. I'm going to connect the display cable. Going to connect all the motors up. Going to connect up the heated bed connections and put it back together, and we'll be test printing shortly. All right, and it's done. Connected up the heat bed and a thermistor in there. Just 2 connectors up in the front corner. Put the cover back on. That was easy. That's ready to go. LCDs connected. Cables there. Routed my cables through the channel. Used a piece of the foam here from the feet to kind of push up in and hold the cable up into the channel. I think we're ready to go here. So I want to get the power cord connected, put the build plate on, and go from there. Oh, forgot to mention 3 or 4 steps ago, pretty much the first thing I did was ate the gummy bears. Just want to let you know. I saw that's one of the near the end of the instructions here, so line up your gummy bears. I didn't make it to that. They're good. All right, just fired it up. So I'm going to go through the initial setup menus, calibration wizard, choose my language. Would you like to continue? Yes. Alright. Nozzle temp, peep bed temp, printing speed, menus at the bottom. Okay, cool. Just walking through your little tutorial. Run the self-test. It does say that this could take 15-20 minutes to set up initially here, but I guess it's going through your self-test mode, checking the hot end fan. Which I hear something moving up there. So I'll let it do its thing here. I'm going to use a little bit of my Prusa filament from my first printer. Still got some of that. I didn't build my my filament spooler yet. This is the one from my first Prusa. We'll do that later. And yeah, let this take place, and we'll show you how the test sprint goes when I start that. Also going to be doing the calibration process for the bed. I'll probably record for that as well. Cool. See you in a minute. Okay, getting ready to run the first layer calibration. So I already kind of dialed down the nozzle a good bit. It's always off a lot, so I just kind of seen a lot of folks are saying negative 1.9. I did negative 1.845. That's near what my other printer is, so just kind of get a head start on this process here. But just finishing up heating the nozzle, and then this will take off, and I want to make sure we get a good stick. And really too, what I want to make sure is this will do a little patch at the end of filament. I want to make sure that that stays together. So we're already laying down a layer here, and it's off. So a couple of things I like to do is just when the nozzle gets out of the way here, just make sure nothing's falling off with my finger. It's going to be really tough to see, but we want it a little bit of linguine, not spaghetti, so we do have a little squish on it. This filament's a little tough to see. It kind of looks like it's got a sparkle in it, so but it makes it tough for this calibration. Kind of makes it look like it's got air bubbles in it, or it's under extruding or something, but it's actually really good here. So I'm liking this this layer height right now. We'll kind of see when it gets to the end here and does its little patch together. So during this process, normally you adjust in the dial here. So we're going to see what happens. It may go up a little bit. Let's go to 8.25. There we go. Let's see how this does. This last part's really the truth for me. I don't have the best eyesight, but this little patch we kind of put together here at the end, we want to make sure it all sticks together. So when we want our surfaces to be kind of meshed together and combined, and it's looking good here so far. But really the true test is when this is done and you go to pull this off the build plate, does it kind of come off separate, or is that all one piece? That's the true test. So we're just about done here with this. And we're done. So if we see, that looks pretty good. Yeah, does it come off all together, or is it? So this will start coming off here. I mean, this takes a little bit to pull off. If I rub my finger over it, it just doesn't fall off, which is kind of what I want. And here's kind of like the test I like. See, we're pulling off all together. We didn't pull off in a string. So I kind of like that. I'll stick with this. As I've noticed after a month of use on my other Prusa, I did need to kind of adjust down again a little bit. Yeah, things will adjust over time, so and settle in. Also different noises. I had my first Prusa had some kind of noises in the x-axis. It worked its way out. This one here, much quieter. I do have some kind of a little bit of rumbly going on in the X, you know, so things get worked in here. It's nothing to be concerned about, really, I don't think. So we'll kind of keep an eye on that, let everything get worked in and going. So I'm going to go ahead and end this, and we're going to start our first print here. So I believe we got a couple things on here. We got a benchy. Let's go do this. What's this, buddy? That's a dog. Okay. I'm just going to do this little Prusa logo here, just a quick 23-minute, just to kind of see how things go. Cool. We're going to heat back up here. The bed's going to auto level and do its thing. So we'll let this kick off and run here. So looks like it sets to 170 just to kind of go do its bed level. Ooh, got a piece of filament on there. And then once the bed level's done, I believe this shoots up to 215 for your nozzle temp. Maybe if that's too hot, you may have some oozing filament. Alright, so yep, 215. We're going to finish heating up the nozzle, and then we'll be printing. I'm very excited to get 2 Prusa Minis going here for my mini print garden print farm. Hoping to get some new ideas here of items to print and sell, and maybe we'll do a video on that process, on designing something. So we're off and printing here, kind of putting down its first little scratch pad. And then we're off. I think this does a little border around things, and then it'll start with the actual print. Ooh, okay, so over there is a little greasy finger mark, and I see that we didn't stick there. Huh. Let me check, kind of do the finger test on this. I mean, it seems to stick pretty good otherwise, other than a greasy fingerprint. So be careful with greasy fingerprints. And we're off in printing. So, hey, I'll check back with you in a couple minutes here when this is about done. Hey, we're down to the last minute here of the initial print. Okay, I lied. This is the second initial print. The first one I had fingerprints, oily fingerprints on the bed, and actually didn't stick in a couple spots where fingerprints were. So clean the bed with an alcohol wipe, printing the little Prusa logo here, or name. I did a filament swap about halfway through here, or not halfway through, just in the last 8 minutes. So a couple minutes ago did that filament swap, and just about wrapping up. Looks really nice. A couple little stringers on this red here. This is I got this a month ago. It's probably a little dry or something, but or I'm sorry, a little wet. So there it goes. It looks good. I might still have some tweaking with my layer height, but I'm happy with my new printer. So hey, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more updates on my print farm.